Hey everyone. Hi, it's Lisa in Indigo. As you can tell, Indigo is she's in her Sunday mode. She didn't get up until almost noontime, and she is now just leaning her head against my shoulder saying, Mom, really? We're doing this Sunday Spirit Sparks of Light thing? So, anyway, hello everyone. It is Lisa and Indigo, Lisa Clayton of LisaAClayton.com, angel intuitive, founder and leader of the Inner Leader Movement. And we are bringing you the Sunday Spirit Sparks of Light as a way to bring forth another spiritual tool for your evolution and movement through this time, coming back into our inner leader capabilities and looking at how we are going to emerge from this pandemic and live differently. So, first of all, we hope, Indigo, you want to say that we hope that everyone is doing well and as well as can be expected, staying healthy, staying safe, looking at different alternatives for living life now as we move forward. So, that's what Sunday Sparks of Light is, to bring you some angelic guidance and some key codes and some information that has been coming streaming in lately. So she's definitely ready for another nap. Okay, so we're going to put Indigo down so Mommy can grab her book. So this is the month, for the month of May. I was contributing author for the 365 Days of Angel Prayers. And my story is listed for this month of May of how I had a connection very early with angels when I was a little girl, growing up on the farm in Ohio. And so what I thought that I would, what I was guided to do, not what I thought, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. What I was guided to do was to bring forth some inspiration, some sparks of light from your soul, to bring forth for the coming week. And so on May 17th, the angel prayer from this book was written by Michelle Melody. I hope I'm saying your name right, Michelle. And it is the angel prayer of forgiveness. So I wanted to start with that, because that's going to be our theme, and to spark a light of forgiveness for whatever you are holding inside your heart that may be preventing you from shining your light brighter. So let me share the prayer with you. Angel prayer for forgiveness. Beloved angels, please help me to see things differently, to behold the innate goodness in others. Awaken me to compassion. I am willing to discover how to set myself free. I choose to return to love. Rather than hold on to resentment and pain, I take the first step in forgiveness and actively become willing to forgive. I surrender, despite my resistance, all feelings of retaliation, revenge, or repayment. I acknowledge and accept a clearing out of the energetic ties that have bound me. I claim unconditional love as a feat of courage and empowerment. The act of forgiveness now liberates space within me and opens a portal to divine. Heavenly angels, I am willing to accept the miracle. Provide me with spiritual strength. I am willing to forgive them all, and I ask to be forgiven. I thank the true source of light for expanding me, for assisting me to evolve, for bringing me closer to the divine power in my heart that flows forth from my soul. I surrender all struggle to divine love. I surrender all people to divine love. Heal us all at this moment. Thank you. And so it is. I love this prayer. Been working with one of the 12 key codes, one of the universal truths that was downloaded to me in January. And then the key codes were downloaded to me at the end of March, right after the pandemic started. So I want to tie those into you today for this spark of light to come forth with a new way to look at forgiveness. just a few facts about forgiveness that I've learned in my work with the inner leader movement is that we are conditioned and taught in a culture of shame, guilt, and blame. So, what's right, what's wrong, what's black, what's white, the polarities bring forth this differences that we have in our ways that we perceive the world. And so, as we start to feel shame or guilt ourselves, we create this unforgiveness that we're not worthy and that we are not lovable or we're not enough or we are not perfect in the beautiful essence of who we are. And so that creates an unforgiveness just within ourselves. And then we start to look out at the world and we start saying, well, that person's doing that and that person's doing that, or that person did this to me, or I can't move forward because the system is broken, or because my boss doesn't support me, or because my family doesn't really understand who I am. We start coming up with all of these rationalizations of why we can't shine our light. And so we come into, I wrote a little bit of an excerpt on Facebook today. It says that we are victimization. When we become victims, we block the power of forgiveness. And forgiveness always starts with forgiving yourself first and experiencing a new found freedom from guilt, from blame. I called them the guilt and blame prison walls. So you can start coming back to your truth and beauty and essence and the intensity. So, what causes the unforgiveness is holding on to those emotions, that intensity of those emotions that usually are attached to the values that we have acquired, not our authentic soul values, but the values that we've been told or taught to believe in. And then that's where unforgiveness comes because it's like, oh, that person is from that walk of life and they're doing all of that and that's not good and they're not, if they cross over on my path, I'm not going to have anything to do with them. And we're all connected. And so I could just cite 1,000 different examples of unforgiveness and feelings that come from unforgiveness, resentment, hurt, betrayal, all of those that we hold and harbor in our heart. When we let our soul's light come forward, then those tend to dissolve. When we come into the authentic values, is what is it that I really believe? What is it that makes my heart sing? Is it polarity? Is it the differences? Is it because someone is different than me? Is it because there's a really imbalance in the world today with power? I mean, all of those things are evident in our world, but they don't have to live within our heart of unforgiveness. So the sparks of light theme, I love the prayer that Michelle brought forward. I think she might even be on this back page. She might be I don't know if she's one of the main authors of each month, but what I loved about her prayer today was that she said, the true source of life. Thank you for bringing forth the true source of light, for expanding me, assisting me to evolve, bringing me closer to the divine power of heart. And that flows forth from my soul. And I thought, wow, that is so in alignment with the sparks of light that we want to bring forth to you for starting your week, for your Sunday spirit. The key codes that I was given March 29th as the pandemic was just starting. Number 9, I'm going to share with you today that aligns with this. And I'm going to be doing a whole workshop series on these key codes in the inner leader movement. So many new things are coming forth in the inner leader movement. So I hope that you'll join in on some of those. One of them is a group coaching opportunity that's going to start in the beginning of June. For 4 weeks, that you join a small group and you take some deep dives into the inner leader principles. Some other things I'm going to be doing some really exciting teleseminars and some webinars with other beautiful angel intuitives, some heart practitioners that are bringing forth this love and light, bringing forth more sparks of light of the soul, more of how we can live our lives differently through intuition, through heart's intuitive intelligence. So there's going to be a lot of new things coming. So that's my spark of light today. I'm getting pretty excited. My computer completely crashed last week, and I had no computer for a week. And so I just got back up and running again, and I'm pretty excited. My sparks of light is pretty much of a burning bonfire today. So the key code number 9 is entitled Logic Mind and Soul Knowing Magic. And it really aligns well with the theme of forgiveness today. So this was the download. The logical mind is not in charge anymore. By the way, how do most humans define logic? As nothing most of you have done up to this point makes any sense of how you have treated Mother Gaia and each other. The humans who are bringing up the sense, source, logic that is derived from love, light, source, creator, energy, and light are being silenced or they disappear. Toss your definition of logic aside as it is useless for now. The mind doesn't know. Your soul knows. Archangel Uriel is active in reinforcing you to have complete freedom to be and create in ways of your magic now. Use your magic. You will not be killed. You will not disappear in this lifetime for your magic. So take advantage of this beloved freedom. That was key code number 9. And people often ask me, so Lisa, how do you define magic? You're always telling us to come back into our magic. And our magic really is how I define magic, or how the angels define magic through me, is that it's the power of the heart combined with the knowing of the soul and coming back into your beautiful wisdom chambers of your soul, and knowing that when you come back to that knowing of who you are, this beautiful essence of wisdom, of experience, of so many gifts that you have to offer this world, that's the magic. And how this relates to forgiveness is through freedom, because the more that we activate our power of heart, our knowledge and soul wisdom, the more that forgiveness comes naturally. It isn't something we have to think about or try to really work through. We just feel it naturally coming up into, gosh, I forgive myself for all of those things that I placed blame on myself, or that I felt that I was imperfect, or that maybe I did hurt someone, or maybe I did, I made a choice that wasn't so aligned with heart love of power, my heart's power, or my soul's wisdom. We all do it. Oh my gosh, I've got a long list of things that I've done in my life. My goodness. And it's all coming up for review now in this shelter in place time, and in this quarantine, in the slowing down of time. We're able to take a look at those things and say, oh my goodness, yes, let's release those now. And we have more of that magic flowing through us to release those things that we have been holding on to, that we haven't forgiven ourselves for, and that we haven't forgiven others for. It doesn't mean that the things that others have done to you have been fair or in alignment with your values. And it doesn't mean that you should accept everything that is not in alignment with you. Like, oh, that's who that person is, so I forgive them. No, I teach in the Inner Leader Movement, you have to set really strong boundaries of who you are, but communicate those values and those boundaries. We don't communicate very well. We just kind of like say, okay, I'm not going to take any more of it, but I'm not going to talk to you. Okay. So we need to communicate and bring those forth. However, this freedom that comes with coming back into your soul's knowing, it really makes forgiveness a lot easier. And we can look at someone and say, that was really, really hurtful, what they did, what they said. but that I forgive them through the love of my heart because that is their earth experience. That's what they choose to say or do. It's their choice. It's their free will. And really, there isn't anything we can do except create our own world of maybe not interacting with that person as much, or maybe not having anything to do with that person at all, and moving forward and attracting our own inner tribe of soul lights that align with our values and lift us up and fill us up and nourish us and believe in us in what we are doing. So it's a really wonderful time now to spark that light this week and reviewing where are the areas that I need to forgive myself and where can I forgive others and accept that this is their earth experience and that they are doing really the best that they can in what they know and what they are choosing to do. I always look at that, the best that that person can be or do based on what they know and how they perceive the world. And then that softens it a lot because they have a different lens. That's all. They have a different lens than me, but we're all connected. So anyway, I hope this helps with your Sunday sparks of light, and that you can spark that light of forgiveness within yourself and for others this week. And review this prayer, this angel prayer of forgiveness. It's really a beautiful one from the 365 days of angel prayers. Very honored to be part of this. As I mentioned in the previous videos, I had this tool for several years, and that's all we're doing right now. We're kind of like reorganizing our toolbox for love, for light, for being the powerful, um, li- the powerful source lights that we are, our source self. Okay, I will see you tomorrow for Monday Mantra. Indigo will be picking the angel cards for the Monday Mantra. I'm kind of excited. It hasn't been downloaded yet, so I'm excited to see what Monday Mantra comes through. And Monday Mantra is always messages from the angels. They assess the energy of the earth. We've got a lot of stuff going on astrologically, so it'll be exciting to see what they bring forth to help us navigate and use our nature spirits and our energy cycles to have a more productive, joyful, blissful, fulfilling week ahead. That's what Monday mantras are. So I'll see you tomorrow with Indigo, and have a great rest of the day or evening, or it's probably getting close to tomorrow's in some parts of the world. Okay, we love you. Bye-bye.